So easy to get caught up what happening outside of you, what people are doing, how they are managing, or it's so easy to get up caught up in the external activities in your job and your business. And like, it's very slight things that happen in the beginning. You start doing one thing, and then you have your fears, your insecurities, you gotta pay your bills, and all that stuff comes in. And when all those things kicks in, we start to taking the actions, decisions, and choices that's we are making in the fear. We are making from the lack perspective. Oh, I gotta get the job because I don't have enough money. Oh, I gotta have a part-time job. Oh, I gotta get the degree because it pays well. We start focusing, putting money on the pedestal instead of putting ourselves on the pedestal. We think that we need to have this job, or we need to get this degree to have that job so that it pays us well. But we put the money so much high on the pedestal that it is so high that we forget that it's all because of us. It's not without us. Money is with us. If we are not here, there is no money. And in the beginning, it's very subtle to start. It's very subtle. Like, you have some worries, some tension, some fear. You have bills to pay. Something is there. A deadline is there. Something like that. And all of a sudden, you are in fear. You are in lack. You're like, how I'm gonna pay that bill? How I'm gonna arrange that? And then you start taking decisions, actions, and choices that are in the state of lack. You go for start applying for the job that you hated only for the sake of money. Or you start doing the projects, you start taking the projects in your business that you don't like it only for the money. It begin with the one decision, it begin with the one choices, one action, and then there is like a whole cycle when you start picking up the things that you hated. And one day you end up in the rut that you hate your job, you hate your business, you hate your life, because you're doing the things that you don't really enjoy only for the sake of money. But it starts, everything start very small. Very small. In the beginning, nobody catch up with that. Once the momentum is there, then you see the big thing. In the beginning, it's very subtle, it's very small. You do that one thing in your business that you hated for the sake of money. You take that one client that you don't want to take it for the sake of money. You start with the job that you hated only for the sake of money. You start with that one thing, very small, big thing in the beginning, and then with time, there's like a whole loop cycle. You do more just for the sake of money, and it's never enough. It's never get it done. You always have the problem with the money. There is always lack of money. You can't pay your bills. There is always so much money you need to pay, so much expenses, you're losing so much money. Like, you're not getting out of this cycle of this system of this matrix of you making more money, and you're doing those things which you hated only for the sake of money. It's all start with that one thing. It all start with that one action, with that one choice, with one that decision. But you didn't realize it because it was very subtle, very small. And you're like, okay, it doesn't really matter. Even if I hate it, okay, it's gonna pay me well. Okay, you make that one choice. One choice, you make it, and then you make more choices, more decisions, more stuffs, and you keep on going with that. And you didn't even realize before you start hating your job, you start hating your business, you start hating your life. You don't even enjoy it. You feel like crying every single day when you go at the bed. And you're like, help me, somebody get out of this life. I don't like it, what I'm doing it. I'm only doing it for the money. Why I need to do this job? Why I need to do this business that I hated? It all starts with one decision. And it's so easy to go with the fear, go with the lack, go with the worries. It's so freaking easy. But it takes a lot of the courage to follow your heart, to follow your passion, to go after the things that you really love doing, to take the leap of faith, to jump in the end without any plan B, to start doing the things before even thinking, to jump before you even think, to go out of your comfort zone and do the things that you really want to do it because you love it, because you have a passion in that, without any safety, without any plan B. It's very hard to have that courage and brave enough to take that decision and choices and do those things. But in those decisions, in those choices, when you take those choices, There is a whole world of the things that you couldn't even imagine right now will going to open up for you, because you choose yourself. You choose your passion. You choose your happiness. You choose your peace and love. You put yourself on the pedestal. When you put yourself on the pedestal and you put yourself first, guess what? Everything will going to put you first because of the law of attraction. So I want to tell you, or in fact, I want to remind you, ask yourself what decisions, what choices, what actions you're taking right now in this current moment that is actually not in relation with who you are, that is not connection with who you are. You're just doing it for paying your bills. You're doing it from the state of lack, from the state of worry, from the state of fear, but you're not doing it because you want to do it. Ask yourself, what are you doing it? And stop doing it by catching yourself in that. Stop doing it and start focusing on doing the things that you love doing. Because you couldn't even imagine there is so much more that's going to open up for you when you take that leap of faith in the unknown. When you do the things that really light you up, that really, really feel like excitement, when you wake up every single day only to go at that job or only to do that thing because it really lights you up. That's when the true abundance comes. That's when the true financial security comes. And it takes a lot of the courage. It takes a lot of the bravery. And sometimes it's not easy. It's not easy when you have bills to pay, when you have worry, when you have tension, when you have fear. It's not easy. But in those times, universe will going to test you. What choices, what decisions, what actions you're going to make. And based on what? You're making from the base of the fear, or you're doing it from the place of abundance or place of love. Because your intention matters, action doesn't really matter. So ask yourself what actions, decision, choices you're making right now, from which state you are making, state of lack, fear, love, abundance, and catch yourself up if you're doing it from the lack, from the fear, from the worry, and start moving in the direction of your passion, in the things that you love doing. And take that leap of faith right now. And take this video as a reminder, as a motivation if you need that leap of faith in the unknown. Take it as a reminder. Let me know if this video resonates with you. Thank you so much for tuning in this video. If it helps you, give it thumbs up. Consider subscribing. I have a lot of the stuff. The links are in description. I'll see you the next time. Bye-bye.